Tim, let's start with you and start with your old club, Blackburn. It's been a difficult season for them. They've turned to Michael O'Neill to try and get them out of trouble. Got off to a great start, didn't he, last week?
Brilliant. And I thought they're a dangerous side, QPR as well. You know, go to their yard and perform like they did. I thought it was a fantastic performance for him. And Michael didn't waste any time getting himself on the bench, did he? You know, I thought he was going to have a watching brief from upstairs. That's good management, by the way. Got yourself down there and little tweaks where he made at half-time. And it's a fantastic result. They need to build on that. Obviously, the home form's not been great, and they need to go back to Ewood Park tonight, and they need to win this derby.
Cast your mind back a few years. He went into Stoke when they were bottom of the Championship table, Jobi, and he kept them up pretty comfortably in the end, actually. Can you see him having a similar impact on this Blackburn side?
Yeah, I think that's a big part of him obviously getting the job, that experience of knowing how to win games when you are in a relegation battle. And yes, listen, this was a lot earlier in the season when he did go to Stoke, but there is a difference in winning games when you're in that position in the league to when you're a lot higher up the table. So again, given that he hasn't got as much time to work with, going in and making a really strong impact, which he did in the first game, is going to be really, really important. Of course, maybe some eyebrows raised because he's doing the job share with the Northern Ireland role. But again, he's a man who's experienced. I think he'll be calm in this situation. And it's all about, again, going to get as many wins as he can between now and the end of the season. He couldn't have started any better than last week.
Yeah, they finished 15th in the end, 8 points clear of relegation trouble. On this job share thing, Northern Ireland have got one, maybe two of their biggest matches in their history coming up next month. He sort of played down the significance of it. He did it at Stoke, actually, combined the two roles. But as a manager, is he taking on too much?
No, I don't think so. Because I want him to be the manager of Blackburn at the moment. I think it gives him the best chance of safety. He's an experienced manager, been there, done it. I think he's got a calming head, get the best out of the group of players, what he's got. I think for Northern Ireland, it might be a little bit of a worry. But he'll get his head on that as well. I think he can balance the both, I really do. Most of his players are playing in the Championship as well. What he's got a pick from at Northern Ireland.
A few of them for Preston as well, actually.
Yeah, we'll have a good look at them tonight, wouldn't he? You know, so he wouldn't want any of them getting injured, I'm sure. But look, I really like the appointment. I was sceptical before Ismail. You know, we know he's done a good job elsewhere, but I just felt that they needed a calm head, they needed a cool character, and needed someone to go in, galvanise a group of players. It looks like he's going to go with two up front again tonight, on Jorgensen off of Good Johnson. They've got goal threats, they really have, but defensively they've been poor. You know, so it's been a worry for them. Tonight's a night to build on what they've achieved on the weekend at Loftus Road.
Yeah, he's got 7 league games before he heads off to Italy with Northern Ireland next month. This is his first home game at Ewood Park, and it's a derby, of course, as well. Let's hear from O'Neill now, speaking with Juliet Farrington.
Michael, you've made one change to the team that won last weekend against Queen's Park Rangers with Harry Pickering. Can you talk us through that and also how your lineup is going to look?
Well, yeah, look, we had to bring Harry into the game last week with the unfortunate injury to Lewis Miller, you know. So the team that starts is the team that finished the game, you know. I thought Harry did well when he came into the game and gave us nice balance on the left-hand side. And, you know, the lads that put in a great performance last week obviously deserve to get the nod again. I think they got a lot from last week. We knew going down there it was going to be a tough game. I'm only in the building 7 days, so you know I'm still getting to know a lot of these lads. But you know everything I've seen so far has been very positive. I think there's a lot of quality in the group, and hopefully I'll see that tonight.
I was just wondering then, when you say you've only been in the building 7 days, what are those 7 days been like?
Pretty crazy, to be honest, because you come in on the Friday, you have to prepare and with the team, and then travel to London, take care of the game. Had to get back home and obviously then prepare to come back down to Blackburn this week. And, you know, we've had a sort of 4-day lead into this game. Worked a lot on, you know, how we are at possession and our structure. And, you know, I'm not going to come in here and change an awful lot in this team in the space of, you know, 14 games or what's remaining now. But there are things that we can be better at. And I think those things will help us. And obviously with the quality we have in the dressing room, we just need to try and, as I say, build on what we got last week.
Well, good luck and go well tonight.
Thanks very much. Thank you.
Yeah, and their home form, Jobi, is a big reason why they are where they are in the table. Clearly something he's going to want to rectify. Just 3 wins and only 15 goals all season. Yeah. Ewood Park is no fortress. Why not?
Well, I think there's been a combination of factors for that, Jules. I think the disconnect with the fan base this season, I think in their relationship with the owners, I think maybe the style of play under Ismail you see there for only 15 goals at home is a big problem. So I think that'd be the first thing he'd be looking to change. Tim's already referenced it there, maybe going with 2 up or certainly two forwards in those areas, I think will be a really big help. They're not a team that's going to go and dominate the ball and, you know, carve teams open. So actually having a couple of options up there is going to be a real big factor for them. And again, you know, just a bit of positivity. I think it's been a bit in the doldrums, Ewood Park. You know, we've been up there a few times in the last few years, and I just think it just needs that kickstart and that positivity, and I think that he certainly can deliver that.
I think them fans have to recognise the severity of the situation. They have to get there, to get behind and get a connect between the players and the fans like they used to be in the old days. I know we're going back a long time, but if this team drops to League One, it's unthinkable for someone like me. You know, I had a great time there at Blackburn. For them to be in League One and they could drop again with this ownership, they need to forget all about the ownership. They need to support the group of players on that pitch, and they need to get some results as quickly as possible.